Doc Bryce, everybody, good afternoon, and welcome to Camden Sound Spotlighting Urban Talent on Magic 104.5. I'm here in the studio with JayBugg, and JayBugg has been making the scene here in Camden, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I have. Thank you for having me, Doc Bryce. It's an honor to be up here, man.
Well, and of course, I'm familiar with you because, well, your songs play on my station.
Yeah, Lost Child, I Want to Go Home, and Dogfight, man.
Well, let's talk about those. Can you tell us about your experience performing at SAU in Magnolia back on November 8th of 2018?
Well, I was a little nervous, and I happened to got my cousin YT to perform with me too. DJ Drewster gave me the opportunity to perform up there, and I performed my song F'd Up, but that was back when I was recording in a home studio, doing mixtapes and stuff like that. I didn't have the best sound, but I always had the talent, and I looked at it as a big opportunity, and I was thankful for it.
Well, how did it make you feel to have that opportunity to showcase your talent, even with less than ideal sound quality?
Man, it felt good because I always have been the underdog. People always try to rate me as a zero when it comes to rapping, because I always stood for something different within my music.
So what's it like freestyling with Highway Yella, who is signed to Swishahouse at your house in Magnolia?
Wow, man, that was a big opportunity. When I did that, man, people came up to me talking about some JayBugg, you killed them, woo the woo, and not too many people could say that they freestyle with a signed rapper. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the opportunity and the platform to freestyle, and I did my thing. But after that, I end up, going through a mental/spiritual breakdown, and everything went left. Years later, I apologize for everything that I did and said, but I hopefully we'll be able to make some music together. I don't know if we is, but hopefully we'll be able to.
Did that experience influence your approach to music in any way?
Man, it made me look at music way different because back in 2019, before I had my mental/spiritual breakdown, I was rapping any and everything, you know what I'm saying? Basically the way I felt, and I always came off so messed up and raw to the point where I just used my music basically to get back at a lot of people, really.
So your song Lost Child, it's been on the Sunday rotation here on Magic 104.5 and for the past 2 years. And how did it make you feel having your song constantly played here on the radio?
Man, it feels so good. When I first came up here to put my song on Magic 104.5, I was still in Methodist counseling, I think. And I was still going through my mental/spiritual breakdown at the time, and it took me years to bounce back, but you gave me an opportunity to put my song on the radio, and it felt so good to be able to do that because that was my very first song ever on the radio. My very first song I ever made the beat to. Me and YT made the instrumental, and YT supposed to be on the hook, but he had some things that he was going through, so he couldn't make it, so I ended up having to do the song by myself, and it felt so good to have this song played on the radio on the Sunday rotation, man.
So did that open up any new opportunities for you?
I can't say that right now. I take that back. Yeah, it did open up some opportunities because people just, people looked at me different when I did that because I can't say too many artists from where I'm from, Magnolia, Arkansas, been on this radio. I don't know how many have, but I feel like I've opened the doors, and I'm just thankful to be able to have this opportunity to do so.
You also even got some experience being featured in the Camden newspaper back in 2021. How'd that come about, and what was the impact that it had on your career?
Well, the way I got on the Camden newspaper, I went up there and I talked to the people. I was like, hey, I'm a local rapper, and I was wondering what could I do to be able to get on the newspaper. And what most artists don't know, you have to go up there and ask, and they'll charge you a fee, you know what I'm saying? Probably about $75. It depends where you at, but they'll charge a little fee, and that'd be exposure. If you don't have enough money to get on the billboard, try the newspaper. It'll work just the same.
Now, I asked you that because it leads into this question, which is, how did it feel to receive a radio shout out from me, Doc Bryce, back after that came out in the paper?
Man, hey, you couldn't tell me nothing. I went and got me a drink. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got me a drink and celebrate it, man. Because that's real big, man. Like, I ain't never got no live shout out in the town that I'm living in. I'm living in Camden right now. I've been here for 4 years. And to get the live radio shout out on the radio station that I'm on in the same town, man, that's big, man. That's real big. That's pressure.
So between the newspaper and radio, is that giving you any visibility?
Yeah, even older people coming up to me talking about I seen you in the newspaper. I think you're doing real good. You need to teach these some little kids something. I got tickled. Like real tickled.
Well, according to Pandora, your song Anti-Abortion.
Yeah.
I remember when you brought that one in here. It's got a political message.
True.
With some West Coast rap roots
Yes,
there.
sir.
That
Yes,
was back
sir.
in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on the inspiration behind that song and what its intended message is?
Okay. To be honest, my mama raised me to be against abortions and stuff like that. And it was something that's been on my mind heavy. I just never did it. And I finally wrote down the song and stuff like that. And the reviews I got back from it was off the wall. I had a guy telling me that you telling a female not to get an abortion is like telling a woman that she can't have a period. I done had females go off on me, cuss me out, block me on Facebook, all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I mean, the song dropped. And I say some months later, they banned abortions in Arkansas, so it's a win for me.
There you go. Yeah, I remember when you brought that in, and I was even a little hesitant because I was like, ooh, that's a little strong there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? It was like we gave it a shot
Yeah.
and let it go. I personally have not heard anybody call into the station and complain.
Man, I'm surprised on that one.
And so, I mean, it's still playing though.
For real?
Yeah, it's still in rotation. So, I mean, and still to this day. So, what that was? Well, back in just last year we started playing it. Yeah, so it's been playing for at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard anybody call.
All right.
So, what's it like to have your song "I Want to Go Home" on a regular rotation here on 104.5?
Man, let's talk about my experience of what I went through with my mental state spiritual breakdown. I feel pretty good, man. And I thought it wasn't gonna make the radio for saying something about Magnolia Police Department, but it did. So hey, that's legendary by itself right there.
Can you share your experience of performing your song "Lost Child" at the African American Museum in Monroe, Louisiana, back in 2022?
Ooh, man.
I remember when you did that.
Man, I did the song. You know, people cheered and clapped for me. That's something I'm not used to getting when I get on the stage and perform, because usually when I perform my songs, people just look at me. And I probably have about 1, 2, maybe 3 different people coming up to me talking about some, you did your thing, whoop, whoop, but they clap. And also, what people don't know is, after everybody performed, did they poems and songs, whoop, and all that stuff, each of us, you know what I'm saying, won $50. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody in the audience gave everybody $50 for performing and telling us to keep going. So it felt pretty good, man. And I seen some things in that museum. I brought my mama with me. She also won a painting up there at the museum. You know, because it was like, I think July 15th. And on the 21st, that was my mama's birthday. The newspaper came out in Monroe, Louisiana with the picture. And that happened to be on my mama's birthday. So, hey, I look at that as God showing me the way. You know what I'm saying? Leading me to that spot to be able to do what I do, man.
Well, that was my other question. I mean, that was a pretty big event.
Mm-hmm.
And how'd it feel to be part of that event? And not only that, though, be featured in the newspaper.
Man, it feels so good, man. It feels so good. I can say I'm on 2 newspapers so far. I plan on being on more. If God say the same thing, I plan on being on more.
Now, here's something that's really neat, though. So if you get on Google, and they Google your name, just search for JayBugg, all one word, 044.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, your pictures alongside your name will appear in Google.
Yeah, it will. I had to set up my Google panel. It took me like a month because I had to watch different videos and stuff like that. Some of the videos, people be telling you to do this and that don't work. So it took me like a month or 2 to get it all set up. But yeah, all you got to do is go on Google panel. You can set it up yourself.
So how does it feel to have that kind of recognition and visibility?
It feels great. It feels great to be an underdog and have that type of... I'm getting a little nervous. It feels so good, man. That's all I can say. It feels good to be able to be noticed on Google when you search me up, man. It feels so good. And if anybody else need to or either want to be on there, just let me know and I can send the information to you.
So another song we've got of yours is Dogfight. That's on regular rotation here on Magic 104.5. And
yeah,
how's that contributed to increasing your fan base and exposure?
Man, look here. Hey, it's just me letting them know, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It's just letting me know I'm here. And also, within the song Dogfight, the version I got on here is the one It's the regular version without that much bass. I got another version of Dog Fight that got the extra bass, you know what I'm saying, that's on YouTube. And I plan on doing a music video to it. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I gotta think it out and plan out the video, but I plan on doing it, and hopefully I hope I can be able to do some scenes in here in this radio station, Dog Bryce. Hopefully.
So this one's going to be hard for me to pronounce here.
Mm-hmm.
So back in January of this year.
You talking about with Tangela Billups?
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at that. I was like, Tangela Billups. I knew Billups made sense. So how do you say it? Tangela.
Yeah.
Tangela Billups gave you and the other performers at the church a live shout out on TV in Monroe.
Yeah, January 13th, one day before my birthday. Then on the 14th, I ended up performing at the church in Monroe, Louisiana. So, man, that's a hellified way to exit 24 to enter 25. That's all I got to say.
Right.
Hellified.
I mean, you got some recognition for that on television.
Man, straight up. So
you got radio, and dude, you've already covered it. Radio, paper, and now television.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to go big, you know what I'm saying? Hell, you know.
Hey, just remember us little guys, when you get big, we want backstage passes.
Yeah, sure, you got it. No problem. You got it. Backstage passes, and you can come on live with the show and all that stuff. All the above.
That way I can say to the bouncers, I'm with JayBugg.
Yo.
See, everybody says with me, I'm with the DJ, but see, now I can say, I'm with JayBugg. Let me in.
True. Straight up. Straight up.
Can you share your experience of performing your song God Have a Calling in a church in Monroe as well? Well, that was even on your 25th birthday.
Yeah. I performed God Have a Calling on my birthday, and I got a part in that song to where I had the voice in the song, you know, kind of like demonic, but you know, I just wanted to let people know that how the devil is coming, he's tricky and woo the woo, and we going through all these things, and I just wanted to come out with something different with a powerful message, you know.
Did the location and the occasion hold any significance for you?
Yeah. It did. You know what I'm saying? It was actually, I ain't been to Monroe, Louisiana that much, you know, and for me to be out there, I think that was my second time going out there in January. That was my second time going to Monroe, Louisiana, and to perform in the church the second time I go out there, man, hey, I might have to make that my stomping ground, you know. I'm not even from Louisiana, but I might have to make it my stomping ground.
Well, and you even did you were back over at SAU. Well, you were at SAU in Magnolia.
Mm-hmm.
Then you came to SAU Tech here in Camden.
Right.
And that was back in early part of this February.
Yeah, February 21st, man.
So you did your dogfight song out there.
Yeah, I got nervous though. I got nervous performing in front of all them. I wasn't used to performing in front of them people. That made me felt like I was at the Apollo talking about woo, 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 woo. Hey, it was lit though, man. And to anybody who got the talent, man, go out there. They have it every year, February the 21st, and it only costs like $5 to enter. You know what I'm saying? If you don't win, if you win, first place you get $300, second place you get $200, third place you get $100, and if you don't win, you still get, you know what I'm saying, you still get pictures, you know what I'm saying. They take your picture while you're performing and post it on their page, so it's some type of exposure, whether you think about it. No matter you win or not, it's exposure, and you know what I'm saying, your name getting out there, so go for it, you know. But you know, you gotta make sure you do the song without cussing. Now, sure, I thought I was gonna slide with a little few words, but I couldn't even slide.
I was going to say, if nothing else, at least you got the exposure. But did it allow you to connect to a new audience, though?
Yeah. The kids up there at SAU Tech, they were surprised that I actually could rap that good. Even the judges, one of the judges came to my job, and I was doing the trash. It was around nighttime. I was taking out the trash and stuff like that, and she told me that I did good and keep pushing. And it felt so good to hear that from people at the college, man. It felt good.
Well, we're about to drop one of your newest songs here. And before I do that, though, I want to ask you, what can we expect to see on the entertainment horizon from you?
Man, all you could expect to see is growth. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do is grow and reach people. You know what I'm saying? Give them a different mind state and try to help people out, man. That's all I'm trying to do is just deliver a message. That's it, man. That's all I could do, for real.
All right, before we wrap this thing up, you got any shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Man, shout out to my mama, Virginia Batson. She got her own little babysitting business, you know what I'm saying? If you got some kids that need babysitting, just hit my mama up at 870-914-2214. 1229. Shout out to all my co-workers at Super One Foods. Shout out to the Coca-Cola lady that be going from Max, Walmart, Super One Foods. Shout out to Magtown, where I'm originally from. Shout out to Camden. Shout out to Arkansas. Shout out to Doc. And I thank Lord for this opportunity to keep pushing with my music. And hopefully all of us can be at the top one day. Hopefully.
I'm Doc Bryce for Camden Sound, spotlighting urban talent here on Magic 104.5, the real rhythm of South Arkansas. JayBugg, go ahead and tag this song as we play it.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy JayBugg, man. You now tuning in to Magic 104.5. You know I got that new slammer, that new jammer, Rolling Stone. Pay attention to the message, don't get deceived, and don't be playing dumb for nobody. Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. The city chasing games cause damage to random brains. It's short on game cause everybody don't play the same. Watch out for different lanes, let's get flip the pain where everything's the same. Won't change when you're in the rain. I'm sorry, but it's too late for me. I've seen things no kid need to see. Mentally it beat me, left me, then drained me. To mentally made me become a better me. Cause I'm this earth, my spirit is natural and free, which make it easy to sin to repeat the same rodeo spin. Wearing red, tap dancing with a bull, being petty, fighting for bread. Start to realize that you're close to the bed rest, but can't rest. Cause the demon jumped in and started a mission. While destiny showing trace of reputation behaviors like a pain across the nation. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. It affect me in many ways when I talk. It can seem cursing to a basic airplane, misunderstanding. Bandits screaming for men, make collateral damage, but the speaker still jam on the kill it, pimp down with a red Cadillac in town. No rolling cause God slowed me down this time. Man, I wanna go out tonight, but I can't cause my leg broke, shining dead with a dead leg. You're playing hard to get some head without bread. You can't lay naked in the bed, that's what you said. It's not out with a paired leg, good bit of fist tiptoeing with new growth, struggling the progress, dealing with a fake leg, leaning to the left. Boot camp, I stop at territory, marking on quicksand, washing away fast. Ocean water at last, kicked it with a blast from the past, pouring up a glass. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. I feel 35, like I'm young again, lying to myself, taking pills to maintain, going bald-headed from the SQL kid, getting mad, flipping lips to explain the strip. Look here, cat daddy, I done wasted my whole life chasing a feeling, you feel me? It was good for the moment, but it got taken away because I was greedy with sickness, disregarding higher forgiveness, being stupid, laughing at life, man. Life's funny like that sometimes, you know. It make you wonder about special times you live with purpose, when your shoulders were even. Notice when you live for God, your spirit be at peace. Don't trade that for anything or you won't get no sleep. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. Papa was a Rolling Stone, BRB, he be right back with hoes. Papa was a Rolling Stone, he did some wrong, didn't expect me to tag along. So what we learned for the day? You can't slip, slide, glide on 4 tires, expecting your main chick to remain on the side. Otherwise, you're gonna be on the bench, hanging to dry, with no hoes, no money, no nothing.